Hello, my name is Paul and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. This week I was going to make a video about Night Swim or Swim Night. I don't know what the movie is called. It's a new horror movie that is out in the cinema and it's meant to be really bad. And you know me, I love really bad horror movies. But I realised that it's not streaming and there's no way in hell am I paying to go watch an awful horror movie in the cinema. So we're going to do that next week because, I'm just not paying and it's streaming next week. So that video is coming next week. Today we're going to be talking about everything that I want to watch in 2024. Well, actually, I'm going to be talking about my Letterboxd watch list. And on this watch list, there is 764 movies. Am I going to watch them all this year? Definitely not, because I have this little problem that every single day, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go look for new movies and I'm going to add them to my watch list because I'm definitely going to watch all these movies. And guess what? It turns out I never watch a lot of them. And I keep looking for new movies to watch, even though I have a huge watch list of movies that I need to watch. So today, I'm going to show you that watch list. Maybe you're going to get some inspiration. Not all of these movies are like brand new. Some of these I've already seen. Some of them are just a bit nostalgic that I haven't watched since I've been a child. I'll explain it. And am I going to get through all the movies on this watch list? No. But let's just dive into this watch list and stop talking and let's look at the newest things that I've added, because there's a lot of things on this list and I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk about them all. I would love to talk about them all, but I'm not going to be able to, so I'm sorry. So the first movie on my list is actually something I'm planning on watching tonight. I always say this, and I always go over to my TV to like watch something, and then I'm like, maybe I'm not in the mood for this. So I'm hoping I get to watch Taika Waititi's new movie, Next Goal Wins. The Elephant Man. I've actually really gotten into David Lynch over the last year, and I really like him. And The Elephant Man just seems really interesting, and everybody says it's incredible, and I don't think it's as like hectic or like dreamy as his other movies, I suppose. Billy Wilder, isn't that the person? Yes, so Billy Wilder. I'm trying to watch more old movies, and everybody says that Billy Wilder makes incredible older movies, like incredible movies. So I'm gonna try my best. Mulholland Drive, as I said, I've watched this movie already, but I feel like I need to rewatch it. I watched it when I was like 15, and I remember Googling things like explanation to Mulholland Drive and being like really irritated because there was no concrete explanation. And now I'm 25 and I realized that that's the entire point of the movie. Then I've been kind of, okay, see this entire line with enough said, Joyride, Scraper, whatever. I've just been enjoying kind of like movies that I can switch off to and just watch, especially if I'm watching 2 movies in a day. For example, what did I watch? You Hurt My Feelings or Shortcomings. I'm really enjoying movies like that because I can just switch off and not think about it. That's why I added a load here, and we have enough said, Joyride and Maggie's Plan. They all just sound really interesting. Then as I've said in my previous videos as well, I've been trying my best to watch a lot of kid movies that I missed as a child. So I've added Hercules, Tarzan, Robin Hood, Rescuers, Shades of Sherlock Holmes, The Secret of Nim or something like that. A lot of movies that I'm really trying to watch, and because I just missed them as a kid. If you don't know, I'm Lithuanian, so I didn't watch a lot of English spoken things when I was a kid, and I feel like I really missed out, so I'm really trying to catch up. Then we just have some horror movies. We have Del Toro's, a really old, not really old, 2001 Del Toro movie that I need to watch. Then what else here do we have that I'm really, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really love this movie and I've watched it and I just really want to watch it. You know, whenever you just have this like certain mood for a certain movie, and I had that the other day. And did I watch it? No, I did not. We have Flea, Skate Kitchen, Self-Reliant, Roma. Everybody watched this in 2018 and I did not. And this director is incredible. He directed Children of Men. I'm going to try pronounce this. Some Harry Potter movies. Gravity. He's a great director, and I feel like I need to watch Roma because, you know, it's like a family movie, a depressing family movie, and that's just what I absolutely love. Then we have The White Ribbon. Michael Haneke. I do not know how to pronounce it. I'm trying to get through his entire filmography. I've just here not watched Amour and White Ribbon. And if you've watched any of my vlogs when I was in France, this is actually set in Calais, and I went to Calais, so I was like, oh my god, I really need to watch this because I've been there, and that's a great excuse to watch a movie because I've been there. So then we have The Raid 2. I enjoyed the first Raid. Usually I don't like action movies, but holy shit, The Raid 1 was bizarre, over the top, batshit fucking crazy. The Secret in Their Eyes is a Spanish mystery movie, and I've heard great things about it. I feel like I've watched a lot of murdery mystery type of movies, but I've just never watched this. And I see now I was about to say I might watch that tonight. See, I'm lying to you. I'm already lying to you. I don't want to do that. Then we have On the Waterfront, True Grit. Just so many incredible movies. I'm trying to also watch a lot of movies from foreign countries. So that's why we have like Hit the Road. And then we have The Quiet Girl, which is so embarrassing that I have not watched this on Colleen Quinn. I think that's how you say it in Irish. It's called A Quiet Girl. It's based off a novella called Foster. I have it somewhere there, but we studied it in school. And I've been meaning to watch this since 2022. And I've just never gotten around to it because yeah, I just haven't, and it's an embarrassment because it's an Irish movie. I need to fucking watch this. A lot of movies on this list I have not included that are coming out in the cinemas. Like, for example, Poor Things. I think it's in this list, but obviously, all of those movies I'm so fucking excited to watch. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because outside there's snow, and it's so fascinating to watch because we never get snow. Anyway, Good Morning Vietnam. I feel like everybody has watched this movie. Aside from myself, it's like a fucking classic. And whenever I tell people I haven't watched it, they're like, what? How you call yourself a movie person? How have you not watched Good Morning Vietnam? And yeah, I haven't. Then we have David Bowie documentary that's meant to be kind of like an acid trip. It's meant to be absolutely bonkers. What else do we have here? A very long engagement. That's the director of Amelie, and it just sounds interesting. So I was like, hey, let's throw this into the list. So many, like, if you can't tell here I went through like a little phase of, okay, I need to watch more like older movies. So I added all these to my list because I watched, oh my god, Brief Encounter, I think the movie's called, yeah, and it was fucking incredible. So I was like, okay, we need to do that. Oh my god, can you hear that? Listen. There's hail and snow now, so it's great. Absolutely great for whenever you're recording. Then we also have Showing Up, which is a Kelly Reichardt movie who directed things like Wendy and Lucy and Old Joy, which I really enjoyed. And this is about like the creative process, I believe, and the difficulties of it. And that just sounds very interesting to me. What else do we have here? I was going to actually make a video on this movie, The Jester. I think it's like a Terrifier type of thing, but I never got around to it. So maybe that's going to happen. Witness for the Prosecution. It's meant to be an absolute incredible movie, and I still haven't watched it. I really need to. Remember the whole series I had where I tried to culture myself with my movies? Yeah, I really need to get to doing that. I actually watched the first Top Gun during Christmas. I know, also very embarrassing that I haven't watched it until now, but I need to watch the second Top Gun because everybody says it's incredible, as a lot of movies on this list I've been told are, and I really want to watch it. Yes, we have Scarface. I haven't watched Scarface. I think the time really put me off, which is stupid, but every Sunday or so I'm trying to watch like really long movies, so I'm going to try my best to watch Scarface this year. I promise. I'm not going to stick to that promise, but I do promise. I have Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, which is meant to be like over the top bonkers fun new movies, and I just look, cinema is so back right now, and that makes me so happy. It's great. It just feels like every movie that's in the cinema that has come out over the last like year or two it's just incredible. Like, just feels like movies are so back right now, which is great, but it's also not great whenever you're trying to get through this entire fucking list and then you're like, oh shit, we have more incredible movies coming out. For example, Society of the Snow. It came out like last week. It's about like a disaster, like a rugby team crashes in Chile, and yeah, I think they have to eat each other or something like that. I don't know, all that jazz. I feel like some celebrity that I really like was like, this is the best movie I've ever watched in my life. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to add that to my list. Like, this is how far we've gotten so far. And like, this isn't even like a 10th. Probably it's like I don't know. It's like a tiny, like a 20th of the entire list, which is great fun. Idiots. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to get through Lars von Trier's filmography, and I've watched Melancholia, The House of Jack, but Antichrist, Nymphomaniac, and I really wanted to watch Breaking the Waves. Now this is really picky, I'm ready for this. I really wanted to watch this, but whenever I found it on Amazon, they didn't have subtitles, and I was like, I can't hear everything, and it's stressing me out, so I stopped watching it, and I watched this movie instead, which was absolutely bonkers. It was hectic. Okay, so what else do we have? We have Handling the Undead, which stars, I'm so bad at pronouncing names, I'm so sorry, Renate Reinsouv. She was in one of my favorite movies of all time, The Worst Person in the World, and this just looks incredible. It's kind of like It Comes at Night. No, it's not Comes at Night. What is that? Oh no, what is that Swedish fucking let the right one in, let the right one in, something like that. I think it's like that vampire type of vibe. It just looks incredible. There's so many great movies coming out this year, so many movies from last year that I haven't watched, and oh my gosh. Right, let's keep going through this list. I actually watched Godzilla -1 in the cinema. It's my first Godzilla movie I ever watched recently, and oh my god, it was fucking incredible, and I really need to watch more of them because I really enjoyed it. Because, okay, listen, in my head I had this thought that, like, oh, Godzilla, because look, all the American ones look really shitty. But these ones, the Japanese ones, were apparently are meant to be really good. And I watched -1 and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fucking good. So good. Okay, let's keep going through these movies. You can just have a look and see if you recognize them, because I honestly can't get through them all. The Sacramento, I remember this is one of like the first POV horror movies I watched growing up. And my friend's mum was like, yeah, just watch that. And it stuck with me, and I want to rewatch it because it's been like 10 years. Lost Highway, as I said, trying to get into more like Lynch movies, and I really want to watch this. It's a Wonderful Life. I meant to watch it during Christmas, but I never did, and it's embarrassing that I haven't fucking watched this movie. Then we have The Straight Story, which is meant, it's like a Disney movie, I think, with the David Lynch directed, which sounds great. If it's as good as it sounds, my kids are definitely going to be watching that. What else do we have here? There's so many incredible movies. Water Lilies, this is an incredible director. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I want to watch Tomboy. I really love Petite Maman. Oh man, there's just so many beautiful movies. Sick, because John Hyams, I am awful at names. I watched Alone and I really enjoyed it, and Sick is like his most popular movie. So I was like, yeah, okay, maybe I need to watch that. This movie, I'm not even going to try, just not going to read you the name. It just looks, just by looking at it, it looks great. Yeah, let's keep going through this for a few more minutes, because The Wind, oh, this is like the Witch, is it The Witcher? No, not Witcher. What is that other fucking movie? The Witch, it is like The Witch. I think it's that sort of vibe. I just want to watch it, and it's really short. The Red Shoes, what else do we have here? Nebraska, Alexander Payne movie, because I really loved The Holdovers. Man on the Moon, Blind Spotting, High Life, oh my gosh, The Hand of God, E.T., Happy End, as I mentioned, is the one set in France, Calais, Daisy, oh my god, Titane, I really want to rewatch it. This movie, everybody, like every single person I have ever heard says that it captures just everything, every single part of life in the best way ever, and I have not watched it yet. And those, if you don't know me, movies about like just life, people feeling lost in life, or just disgusting over the fucking crazy horror, they're my favorite types of movies, so I definitely need to watch them. What else do we have here? Yeah, this sounded really interesting. Two children search for their father, who is supposed to live in Germany. Their obsession for their father figure will take them to boundaries between childhood and adolescence. That sounds so good. Also, I really like movies about where people have difficulties and struggles with their parents. Hey, I don't know what all these things are going to say about me, but they're definitely going to be saying something. What else do we have here? Yeah, I've Saw X, right? The problem is I haven't watched any of the other Saw movies. I've watched 1 and 2, so I got another like 7 to watch, which is, yeah. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I watched this with my friend when I was younger, and I just really want to rewatch it. American Fiction, The Fabelmans, because I need inspo sometimes, and I feel like that movie's going to like, I'm going to watch this whenever I just feel low, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I'm doing blah, blah, blah. I'm going to watch this and know it's going to like reignite some motivation within me. What else do we have? We have some short movies here. Oh, that's not short. That's 85 minutes. What am I fucking talking about? Nettles is short. It's 24 minutes. Lock, it's 85 minutes long. You know I love my short movies. What else do we have here? You know, we got... let's see. Mommy, as I said, difficulties with parents. I don't know. It definitely says something for me. Being There, Descendants, Babel, whatever the fuck you call it, Slacker, Mud, The Kids Are Alright, Awakenings. I was going to watch this the other day, but the thing happened that I told you about. I went over to put it on Netflix, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not in the mood for this movie, which I need to fucking stop doing. Right, let's keep going. We'll do 2 more minutes of this. Burning. This just looks great. I have no idea what to say about these movies, because I've just been recommended them. And sometimes for me, just watching movies when you know nothing about them is like the absolute best way to watch movies. Like, that's how I usually discover my favorite movies in the world. So we have Big Fish, Election. I really just want to show my girlfriend Election, because I really, really loved it, and it sparked my like love for Alexander Payne. What else do we got here? What else? A Bigger Splash, Annihilation, House of Wax, Carol. Yeah, we started watching Carol like a few weeks ago, and then something outside in our neighborhood happened. I can't say what, what. But it made us turn the movie off, and every time I'm gonna try watch this movie, I'm gonna be associating it with that weird night. Let's say The Passenger just looks like a good like slasher horror type of movie. Yeah, look. Right, okay, maybe one more. Persona, a Bergman movie. I started getting into him last year and I really loved it. Monster, Fair Play, American Honey, Breaking the Waves. Oh my gosh, In the Name of the Father, Another Year, Loveless, which is a Russian movie, and I'm trying to watch more movies from foreign countries, especially Russian movies. I speak fluent Russian. Why the fuck have I not watched like Come and See and just, I need to culture myself more, but you know what? I'm going to end it there with that massive list because honestly, there's just way too much on that list to get through. I also made another video a few months ago where I went through my watch list and I probably didn't even successfully cover all the movies there, but that's just a glimpse into everything that I have recently added in the past few months into my Letterboxd watch list. I only started using Letterboxd in like July, which is worrying because there's almost 800 movies on that list, and I just know it's a sad thing. I say it every single time I make a video. I never have enough time to watch everything, and it's like this never-ending cycle of just utter pain because I just want to watch them all, but I know I never will. But that's great. I'll never run out of movies to watch. So I think that's everything. The snow and hail outside is probably really annoying for you to listen to, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video where I'm going to hopefully talk about Night Swim if it fucking comes out on streaming because I'm not paying for that shit. I have a good idea for the video as well, but I can't tell you until next week, so see you next week. Bye.